So here we are back to back watching the Madrid as well as the Bayern link. But guys, let me tell you what I told you about the things which are going to happen. So yes, things are looking good. Just look at the score sheet over here. I mean, this is what is about the Bayern and St Pauli in the Bundesliga game. But just add more to it. Look at it. Vinicius has scored twice, and that is Bellingham scoring. So it is all about that moment which we were talking. And yes, we have got it, but this is the likes of Bayern going on against St. Pauli. So how many goals are Bayern going to just put behind the nets today? That will be the aspect to watch. And that is what makes the fans crazy. Yes, the stream condition is looking good. Everything is fine over here. At any time, the game is going to begin, and that is the washout. That how many goals they are going to score today. In the starting lineup, this is the likes of Sane has been brought in, whereas the likes of Olise has been not there. So yes, Olise was not looking in good of his forms, but Sane was looking much lethal has been brought into, whereas Coman has been placed in place of Gnabry, Musiala and Kane, Kimmich and Goretzka has been put in. So yes, much of changes from Vincent Company. And talking about Lima, that is Guerrero on the right backs, Alfonso Davis on the left backs. The injuries are much over here. Ulrich, Ito, Stanisic, Sacha Boy, and Pavlovic. So many injuries for Bayern. So what is this going to be today? This is a huge, huge moment. I mean, sticking to the old team, getting the old players back into the squad. Look at that score sheet. It was again Vinicius getting that goal. Everything is looking so damn good. Some sort of scoring opportunities will be there. because as this has been stuck to the previous old players, some sort of playmaking can be seen because they are much capable of doing that. So is this the right decision which company is making over here? What do you guys think? I am watching both the games. Real Madrid facing Osasuna as well as Bayern against St Pauli. That is the fourth goal. And yes, those of you who are joining these, I have a Q&A over here. That how many goals Bayern scored today? Some sort of tackle for Upamecano over there. That was a bit harsh. It was some sort of harsh tackle to him. That was harsh over there. Kimmich to Upamecano, Min Jae Kim. I mean, looking at Goretzka playing in the midfields after so many months is just so much of delight over here. Yes, yes, guys, this is a watch along. That is a Musiala opportunity, but he backheels inside the box. Why don't you just went away with that shot? Bambi, you have to convert these chances. Upamecano to Kimmich, back to Upamecano, Minje. Just look at that fluidity in just 5 minutes, which Goretzka is giving in the midfields, and that was lacking with Palena. This is the difference which a box to box midfielder does in the midfields. Koeman should have taken that shot, but it was to Musiala. That was a good tricky moment from Musiala. That is a good block from Manuel Neuer. Neuer has given those saves. It was some sort of opportunity inside the box. That was close. So this is a drastic change which company has made into this game. I mean, just look at it. He has brought in Sane, he has brought in Koeman, Goretzka, whereas he started this season. But there were injuries previous season as well and this season. But Gnabry is not doing what is required. Some sort of fluidity from Kane and Musiala is not working in many of the aspects. That is quite evident from the games being played. Just look at this scoreline, which was expected, and it's already 4 goals. That is what was expected. I mean, Vinicius scoring that hat trick, he has got those comebacks that was much needed. Just few minutes of stoppage time left in this game between Real Madrid and Osasuna, and definitely we will move to the game in between Bayern and St Pauli. Vinicius scoring that hat trick, this has made this game so lethal. Arda Güler, Sane is cutting in, trying to make some changes. No, denied. That is Sane inside the box. No, what has he done? He has just committed that mistake. Why Leroy Sane just left that? Was he offside? The flags were raised? No. When is the referee going to blow the whistle? How many minutes of extra time are going to be there? So that it is. I think it is over for now. The stoppage time is getting just over. I think the referee needs to blow his whistle for this game to be up. Yes, he has. Musiala with that. What a boom shot that is. What a boom shot. How can you just believe it? He just does that outside the box, so clear to it, and there was no one getting some hand to it. That was something which was not expected, and that is what company is looking for in this game. Just look at it. It was so amazing. What a beautiful play that is from Musiala. He converts it so good. What a beautiful class shot that is from Musiala. Did you just expected that he is going to score from that part of the field? He is looking trained. He is looking that efficient in it. What a class goal that was from Musiala. Bambi is the new generation, which was much awaited at Bayern. But the likes of more players need to be upcoming. And from nowhere, he just converted it so beautifully. That is the class of football which you see at Bayern. I mean, these shots, these are really too difficult to find in another aspects of any league across the globe. Guerrero to Sane, and it is Musiala again inside the box. Harry Kane, what? Just couldn't get into the bus. This game is really taking the nerves, guys. I mean, how many goals are they going to score? That is really a good watch to have. Just look at the fluidity which Goretzka is giving in the midfields. That is what the position Farina is not getting. And it was Pavlovic who was doing those stints, but he is on the injuries many a times since he has been in the senior team. Min Davis came inside the box, but he is bit slow. Good deflection from Kim. At least he got that interception good. But yes, Min Jae Kim has said that he is not yet delivering 50% of what he was at Napoli the previous season. So yes, he is committed and he is doing those hard work in the training sessions to get those results. Kimmich to Guerrero, Sane, Upamecano. Yes, Musiala is making those drop down moments, but Harry Kane is not making those moments. Just look at him. The way he is playing so ugly, staying so sticky with the defenders. I mean, efforts from Harry Kane, he has been on the score sheets, but the urge, the tenacity, I mean, the total mentality, the character, as well as in the build ups, Harry Kane is not doing that job so decent this season for me. He is not making those moves, he is staying bit silent in the center forwards. He is having those deep lying formations, but then also he has to get in those aspects. Now, with that clearance, he has got Kane. But look at that first touch from Kane. He is not even being able to receive those balls properly in the midfields. This was a big mistake from Kane. St Pauli fans do really need to get to have those songs ready if they get some kind of goals in the score sheet. Had a clearance that was from Coman. What inside the box? And Polly has got no. That was nowhere near the nets. No threat for Manuel Neuer so far. This is a good aspect to watch because if you are having those players doing those defensive aspects good, then you really don't need to worry. But unless and until there are concerns of things going wrong, then it will be definitely a bad watch. For me, seriously, if few people take it that way, then Harry Kane is not doing his job. I mean, the moment as well as his, I mean, the urge of a player to do those stunts, I mean, those moves, it is not looking from him. That is a free kick from a very near position that can get a cross over here. Oh, that was inside the box, so close. No one gets a touch to it. Good clearance in the end by Alfonso Davies at least. That is Manuel Neuer. He has got that touch to it. Manuel Neuer had a very bad fall, but hope that doesn't add to some injuries. For Meccano, he has got Musiala. Musiala is making those crafty playmakings. Goretzka is maintaining that midfield position and his positioning is looking too good. He is creating those spaces from the midfields and his experience of staying in those positions is definitely giving those opportunities to pass. Sane to Goretzka. Goretzka is speeding away. He is into the box trying to give Sane, but no, that was some interception. This is what happens because if you are giving Jamal that free space to run across the field, he is taking that whole field of his own and doing that. He has to get those space. That is what he loves. But if you are having Olise as well as Musiala, both the creative playmakers on the attacking midfields, then they doesn't yield that kind of opportunities, they are concentrated in some narrow spaces in the field. Some sort of passes being made at the center back and the likes of three players staying there with the likes of Meccano, Minje and Kimmich. This is tactically looking too good, especially with Goretzka in the midfield. He is making those moves, that is creating those spaces. He is doing his job too good. So yes, there is a Q&A that how many goals are Bayern going to score today? Kimmich has got that interception, Harry Kane to Leroy Sané, but that was some block. Look at those passes from Kane. He is looking a bit sluggish. Get it inside the box, Sané. He is close. Will that be a clearance? No, just denied. Yes, on the other aspect, Leverkusen has scored against Bochum as well as Dortmund has scored. I mean, that is a red card for Dortmund. This game is looking bit sluggish from the aspects of Harry Kane. He has to get those things big. That is what the need of the hour is. These are the moments where companies should opt for the likes of Mathistel because he is not giving those time which is required to get those gameplays. What Minje and Upamecano along with Harry Kane going for some technique for headers. Make with that cross for Kane, but he was staying back. Lama, that is Sane again. Get for that shot, Sane. Why you going for those late conversions? Especially after the injuries, Sane is back on the first lineup, but at times he is bit late for taking those first shots. He is looking late for those shots. It is getting bigger and bigger. The game is progressing. The likes of Kane staying so deep in those attacking aspects is looking bit worrying over here. He has to get those aspects clear. He has to approach this gameplay becomes too predictable at times because you have a center forward who is not going for those attacking aspects. Just look at it, that happened just now. And just watch the movement of Kane where he is moving. What is he trying to do? Sane and Coman building up. Kimmich, Kimmich will he go for Musiala? No to Sane. Kimmich to Min. Davis. 1 minute of stoppage time added to this first half. Kimmich again in the midfields. Guerrero, Musiala dribbling it. No. St Pauli is denying Bayern to go for any of those midfield build-ups. St Pauli are at the 15th the Bundesliga table. Just look at it. And this is so annoying. It was just that miraculous goal from Musiala, which in the first half is getting those leads, and the referee is going to blow his whistle anytime. So I won't say this is a good performance by the team. It was a so-so performance, not so good. Much expectations are there to them to perform, but I don't think so that they are going to do much. So have a look at what happened over here. So this was that first Musiala shot which was just saved. Again Musiala, Kane had just one shot. Sane, Musiala. It is all about Musiala making those moves. Just look at it. Kane is just moving away those passes from Musiala. This game is looking too predictable for the opposition. I mean, in two shots, Kane just had a single shot in this game. That is depressing. That is annoying. So much of position, 74% position, round about 25% position. So many passes being made. Something is not cropping up in the midfield, guys. Something from the Bayern's aspect is not cropping up from the midfields. That is what is the concern. Whereas if you talk only four shots, this is annoying. This is annoying. This gameplay is looking annoying. This is not that performance. And just look at it. If you talk about the wins and the I mean, St. Pauli is not a regular Bundesliga team. Then also they are playing so good. These stats are really annoying, guys. Really annoying stats. Things are not cropping upward. Not at all cropping upward. And let's move on to that next game where there is Bochum and Leverkusen. That is one sole goal from Schick. The injuries of players Terrier, Beloshi and Michele Adli. So that was some assist from Florian Wirtz, Schick and Hoffman getting those contributions. But look at the stats over here. I mean, 5 from, I mean, what is Bochum presently at? Bochum is at the 18th. Just look at it. This is what happens. This is the Bundesliga where you have to fight so big. I mean, teams on the verge of relegation are also fighting so well. Whereas Mainz is about to upset Dortmund. Yeah, Lee and Burkhardt has scored, and Dortmund are down to 10 men with that challenge from Emery Can. There's a shit going on over. If any substitutions with Nuri Sahin has made no substitutions from Nuri Sahin even after Emery Can getting that, as well as Gross is playing on the right backs. Sabitzer, Nemecha and Brand Kittens. So yes, he has to make some substitutions for Kittens. That will be in just 60 minutes of gameplay. And after that, he has got the likes of so many injuries for Dortmund. Just look at it. Kobel, Anton, Sule, already Benzbani is suspended. Raina, Danville, Ademi. Dortmund is suffering with those injuries. Dortmund is really suffering with those injuries. But talking about this game, I really loved it. Vinicius getting those hat tricks, it was damn. And it is these Brazilian kids, especially Rafinha, Vinicius, in the La Liga doing those good stunts. Overall, a good performance by the team. But yes, the injuries of Militao, Vasquez, Rodrigo, I mean, many injuries. What is in store for Ancelotti? He has he is lucky because he has got those UEFA Nations League matches upcoming. What are the fixtures? Just have a look at over here. On 24th, that is Leganes and Real Madrid. And today it's 9th, so 15 days off time. No worries, players will be back. But then it is Liverpool who are doing rock solid in the Premier League as well as in the Champions League. Then it's Atlanta, the Super Cup recap. Will that happen again? Atlanta is also doing many setbacks, especially with the likes of Lookman. So yes, Madrid has got those, but these injuries hope definitely doesn't come bad for these players. They will make the compiled videos of all the injuries, what is happening to the player tomorrow morning. It will be up. But for now, we are having that watch along of St Pauli and Bayern, and we started the watch along of Real Madrid and Osasuna. But unfortunately, due to those electrical failures, we have to shut down. I mean, the stream just got disconnected. I couldn't do anything. Nothing was left on my part for that stream to continue, and it ended because of that electrical failure. Hope this game doesn't goes bad for Bayern and they get those. What are the chances that how many goals Bayern will score? Can't find any much opportunities over here. Maya is looking bit old in this jersey. Goretzka playing in the midfield for Bayern after so many months. This is looking good. He has got that time to develop. Any type of substitutions being made. It's still the half time going on over here and no changes being made, I guess. So yes, no changes being made and neither of them have gone for those substitutions which was needed. They have stuck to the formation which they were playing in the first half as well as with those players. So no changes for both the teams. Here we go. The second half ongoing. I am facing St Pauli and that is at the Milan Turn Stadium. Milan Tor. Minje to Upamecano. Upamecano, can he get a dribble pass by Min? Goretzka inside the box, Koeman trying to get that right footer, but no, that was some interception to it. Davis, Goretzka, Min. That is what I'm seeing. Just look at it. I mean, yes, Goretzka and Musiala has to make those runs when Kane is dropping down. But in terms of Kane, I mean, just look at the three centre backs. What are they doing with the likes of Kane, Musiala, and Goretzka on the edge of the box? They are not having that threat. Kane is not looking working hard. Kane is not at all looking working those aspects. He is not doing that job which is required. He is just staying back and a bit reluctant in getting those shots converted. Guerrero has one. Is that a corner or a throw? That is a throw from such a narrow angle. Kimmich to Guerrero, Sane back to Kimmich. Kimmich tries to find Guerrero on the wings. St Pauli are doing so good, man. Oh, someone is saying that, are you feeling sleepy? No, I am not feeling sleepy. Actually, it is back to back watch along of three matches today, and as well as I was on to some other channel of, so I am a bit tired. Kane, can he get that shot inside the box? No, denied. However hard Harry Kane is trying, but he is not getting that flexibility which he was having in the previous season. Harry Kane needs some replacement, man. Every game you see Harry Kane as the sole center forward. Harry Kane needs those substitutions. Harry Kane needs those players who can come for those assists. There is much required for him. Yes, the pairing of Upamecano and Kim. I mean, not to praise much of, but they are looking good. At least they are not conceding away those chances to the opponents. But on the other hand, St Pauli are just so down in their defense. I mean, just look at it: one, two, three, four, five players in the defense, three in the midfields, four in the midfields, and one on just the attacking positions. Make some build up, guys. Make some build ups or go for those through balls. That is a miss pass they have committed. Guerrero, no. That is what Guerrero is lacking. Oh. So St. Pauli is on the verge of relegation if they continue to lose away matches like this. I'm talking about the table. St. Pauli is at 15th. Just look at it. As Bochum is on 18th and Leverkusen are only having had one goal. That is also looking very lethal. How many times do I need to say that this is not what is required? You have to get those chances converted. If you play like this the whole season, then what are you going to do? Guerrero back to Neuer. Manuel Neuer to Min. But Min Jae Kim and Upamecano are looking decent in the recent games. Guerrero to Sane. Sane has lost his form in this game, but in the previous game Sane was doing so good. Davis, Coman dribbling away, trying to find someone in the midfield. Goretzka has dried up. I mean, all the energy and all the aspects of Goretzka. He is nowhere the player which he was in the year 2020 and 21. He was a monster in that season. But Leon Goretzka has, I mean, totally dried up. There is nothing left in his, I mean, no sort of flesh and blood left in him to be seen. He is looking too tired up. And man, with 60 minutes, just one goal lead is looking lethal. Damn, look at Mainz. What is happening with Dortmund with so many injuries? Just look at it. I mean, these score sheets, the lineup, this is huge. Leverkusen getting that one goal lead Over here, it is Bayern getting that one goal lead, and definitely this is means they are crushing and humiliating Dortmund at the Meva Arena. Dortmund are having so many injuries. Just look at it. I mean, such a long list of injuries. Kobel, Anton, Schule, Benzibiani is suspended. Raina, Duran, Ville, Adeyemi, so many injuries. I mean, bad luck for Nuri Sahin. He has to make up some contingency plans, especially in the winter transfers. Otherwise, this is looking so bad. And the same the things are not going good here at St Pauli and Bayern. They are also not doing their job too good. Coman coming to the rescue for Kimmich. He has successfully got that. Leroy Sané, Upamecano, I'm not being able to understand that why the players are not making those deep runs. I mean, the need of fresh legs can be seen quite evident in this game. Yes, this is what I am saying. Goretzka and Kimmich must make that box, which looks good, and this definitely yields so much scoring opportunities as well as build-ups. Davis, men, but the front aspect of Sane is staying wide. Guerrero is getting in, but Kane, Musiala are not getting those pressure. I mean, just look at the last line of defense for St. Pauli. I mean, they are looking so comfortable. They have nothing to do. They are only up for those defensive aspects. That is a free kick. Yes, it is. 61 minutes of gameplay. Is company going for some kind of substitutions? Or is he going to trust this process in the first build up? That is a foul to Musiala. Hope he doesn't get injury. Ooh, Sane gets that touch. It was inside the box. But no, Harry Kane was not near it. Harry Kane is not doing that good. Harry Kane is not at all doing that good. Oman to Davis, Minje, Kimmich, Guerrero, Leroy Sané. I mean, look at St Pauli. They are just defending so deep. Oh man, what a move that was. Goretzka, give it back. What the referee has pointed for a free kick. It was Coman. Damn you, referee. It was Coman who was being tackled. That was close. There were three St. Pauli attackers inside the box of Bayern, and they are permitting them to come so easily. That is a much worry. I don't think there is much survival left in this game because none of the playmakings of Musiala is looking efficient, and it was that just single goal from him which is the difference maker. But the overall playmaking of Bayern, I mean, they are just wasting away those chances, not creating enough from the box to get those. This is not the way you are going to play for Bayern. Just look at it. Leverkusen are still one up. It is Dortmund, so many injuries and down to 10 men. I mean, both Dortmund, Real Madrid, Manchester City. You talk about these teams, they are filled with so many injuries this season. Any type of substitutions? Not yet. Yeah. So yes, two yellow cards. I mean three yellow cards. One for Minje Kim and two for the St. Pauli players. That is what has been in store for this game. I mean, these passes in the centre backs, Musiala on the edge of the box, Coman. When are these substitutions going to come? So yes, that is Gnabry as well as Lammer. Gnabry comes for Coman and Lammer comes from Guerrero. Yes, decent. So both Guerrero and Lammer are on for those right back positions. I mean, why he doesn't give Matthew Tell that playmaking time that is much needed. Tell is definitely going out for loan this winter, but he needs to get those time to play. Guys, do stay tuned to this stream. I will be just back in 1 minute. I need to get a break. That is Musiala. He is cutting in Harry Kane, but that was no way. Kane is not getting those touches good in this game. Sorry to say about it. that was some sort of offside, I guess. Thank God no goals being considered. Yes, there are not much expectations. That is Leroy Sané. What a moment I'm having. Just back from my break. Goretzka had that shot. But positioning of Harry Kane is not looking good in this game. Not at all decent. He is not doing the job which is required. He is bit out of form. He is not making those hard works which is required. Harry Kane is not making those hard works which is required. I mean, both Musiala and Davis, as well as Lama, they are playing those midfields, but they are not going for those press to get the opposition outnumbered. Lama, Leroy Sané. How is this going to get more goals? That is what the concern is, and you need to have those goals. The substitutions being made are just Lama and Gnabry. Why Matthew still is not getting those opportunities? He must get. Only playing Harry Kane for all these season. I mean, definitely the team needs to get some type of boost. '78 minutes on the clock, and Pauli are looking to make some sort of playmaking. Musiala dribbling soul away. There is Gnabry, but Harry Kane just gives that to Leroy Sané with that shot. That shot from Leroy Sané was a bit dipping, but didn't had that power to it. Oof, 72% of possession, total of 8 shots, but only one goal. That was lucky. That was a lucky interception from Upamecano. Gnabry, Serge Gnabry, after his mark in the team, is, I mean, he is not that Gnabry which he was 2 years back. Kimmich trying to find Sane. I mean, give those far wide wingers those opportunities to go deep into the opposition defense, but they are not even giving it. Davis crossing. Look at that shot from Harry Kane. Thank God. Palina and Olise. Two substitutions incoming. That is Goretzka. Palina is going to stay over there. And that is Leroy Sane off for Olise. Kim is already on a card. Be safe. Don't go for those rusty challenges. He is already on a yellow card. That is the concern. What a miss that is from Kim. I mean, again, at times he looks too disastrous. So after the arrival of Palina, then also Kimmich is staying deep down on the defensive aspects. But look at the positioning where Goretzka was playing. Goretzka was staying a bit high up on the pitch, whereas Palina is staying a bit deep. Yes, this is what Kim tried. These are the results which are needed from the centre backs. They have to go for those inverted attacking midfield positions. Musiala is there. There is Olise. Give it to him, but that was a bit late touch. Musiala is being overworking hard. 85 minutes. But substitutions in this game from company, I can't just find anything quite relevant to the gameplay, neither to the opposition what he has done. I mean, he is playing 90 minutes. Musiala is doing that job. If they are going to get the equalizer, it will be too harsh. Musiala again, that is the movement. This was the first moment in the game where I saw Harry Kane making some moves at least fruitful. Apart from that, nothing has been seen from the contributions. Damn, so many messages. Guys, those of you who have sent those messages after this live stream, I will definitely give those reply to you. But yes, as of now, I am just having the watch of this game. After this live stream, I will definitely give those messages, the reply for those messages. Josh with that corner. Olise, Kimmich, back to Olise, Kimmich again. Kimmich with his left footer, no. Trying to find Olise again. Damn, they have cleared the ball so well. Palina to Kimmich. Just look at those passes which Palina is making. I mean, this is also a critical aspect because every time Palina makes those passes, Palina goes only for Kimmich. That is also a big concern from the midfield. So yes, still one goal up at the Million Tor Stadium. But on the other hand, Bochum has level scores against Leverkusen that in the 89th minute, what Leverkusen used to do in the previous season, it is that same retreat for them. And Bochum, just look at this table. Bochum are at the 18 positions and they haven't won a single game. This is damn disheartening. What was that? What has Kane done? That was such. I am telling you from the first minute of the stream, Kane is not looking. Finally, Thomas Muller being called. I mean, Vincent Company, these strategies of him. I mean, not appointing Muller now on the verge of the 98th minute. He is appointing Muller over here. St Pauli trying to find some equalizer out of it. Alicia with that ball, but that is off for a throw. Meccano, Neuer, get that clearance. Please don't play with that. 3 minutes of stoppage time being added. Hope this goes well. Palina, Min, Davis, Gnabry, back to Davis. Davis goes for Muller. Look at where Harry Kane is playing. I mean, Palina and keeping, not making those moves from the midfield. In this game, if you talk about St Pauli, they have done that game. Damn, Lama gets that yellow card. Just 1 minute of stoppage time left. And yes, St. Pauli hasn't got that many chances to this. Destroy that attack from St. Pauli. It's already 92 minutes, 29 seconds. Just 30 seconds of stoppage time left. Will this end to a 3 points victory? With that throw, clear it. Yes, thank God that is a clearance. Came with that interception. Gnabry, Muller. So yes, the referee has finally blown the whistle, and that sole goal from the likes of Jamal Musiala has just yielded that victory. Just look at it. I mean, these stats over here, it is quite evident that the team was dominated by Bayern with 70% possession, 623 passes with 90% accuracy. But yes, the chances where they had, just look at it. I mean, so my mistake is this is the stats. St. Pauli and Bayern. This is what 721 passes, 76% possession, 24% from them, and a total of 11 shots, whereas that of 3 shots. But compared to this game, if you just have a watch of what happened at Leverkusen and Bochum, this was a draw. And these stats over here is that 15 shots from Bochum, whereas that of 11 from Leverkusen. So yes, Leverkusen talking about the lineup, they are not having those major injuries, but yes, Adli, Terrier, Pelusian, and Mikole, most of their midfields were absent, and they chose for Hoffman, Antic, and Chaka. So this has what the game ended, and that of Dortmund and Mainz. This has been a bad day for Dortmund because Dortmund are having many injuries. Just look at here. I mean, the list is unending. So many injuries for Dortmund in this game. But in the end, the table for the Bundesliga is standing tall over here, is with the likes of Bayern at the top with 26, whereas that of Leipzig is 26 points ahead of Leipzig. Frankfurt is at 17. Leverkusen with this draw also comes to 17. And Freiburg on 17, Union Berlin 16, Dortmund is at 16. Dortmund's injuries are really making them concerned. Leipzig, on the other hand, in the Champions League, they are not performing well, but in the Bundesliga, they are close. So that is all for the Bundesliga this night. But yes, we had a watch along of this game also in the previous stream, but I had to end that stream because there were some sort of electrical failure and my powers and my battery backups just couldn't provide. And it was Vinicius. He was having that stint performance with that hat trick and sole goal from Bellingham, but still Kylian Mbappe not on the scoring sheet. But much of worries for Ancelotti because he has got the likes of Rodrigo, Vasquez, and Militao injured, as well as there are Courtois, Carvalho, and Alaba and Chouameni. And on the La Liga table, if you talk about the top of the table is that of Barcelona and Real Madrid with the equal games played are 6 points behind them. So this is going to be a different aspect. So yes, we will end the stream over here because it has already been 2 hours we have been streaming this, and this comes the end of the stream. And yes, Glitch FTBL has said five goals, man. Do come to St Pauli and have a match at Bundesliga. Then you will understand that the teams who are also on the verge of relegation in the Bundesliga, they are so difficult to crack to score 5 goals. Bundesliga, you people say is easy. It isn't that. And anyways, thanks for commenting on it. And yes, do hit those share, like, and comment. But every one of you, thanks for joining this stream. And I will just end it because I had 3 continuous watch alongs and I am too tired. But talking about today, there is also a game where Man City and Brighton are facing in the Premier League. I will watch them. Juventus in the city of Turin, what they will do against Torino in the Serie A. Liverpool Aston Villa is also there, but I won't get those watch alongs because I will be watching those matches sleeping on my couch. So that is all for today. Thanks for joining, guys. Maybe 3, but I think 5. No, no, brother, it's this game is already over. I mean, they scored 1 goal. The game is already over, and they have scored just a single goal. But yes, on in the Bundesliga table, they have done well, and they are at the top. I showed the table just few minutes back. Just have a rewind of this stream, and you will get all the details about it. So anyways, guys, thanks for joining the stream. And yes, we will have the stream tomorrow where the matches, the elite matches of Manchester United and Leicester, we will be having the watch along of this, as well as the likes of Stuttgart and Frankfurt, as well as Chelsea and Arsenal. These 2 matches for tomorrow evening. Till then, stay tuned. And I am too tired doing those 3 watch alongs. I can't just even keep my eyes open. Thank you, guys. Keep bowling. Bye bye. Good night.